I want to go on the space shuttle. That's what I really want to do. I want to go to the International Space Station. Let me be the first actor in space. Whatever title, I don't care what it takes. You know, get me that ride. I'd love to do that.
Tom told us about his plans to fly into space back in 2002, but long before he had a need for speed, Tom had a need to succeed.
Yeah, I want to do everything. I want to be able to do anything I wanted to. I mean, there's no really just one role. I mean, I've got about 100 of them.
I gotta love this town. I mean, how important is success? Everyone wants to be successful. I wanted to be the best. I wanted to be great as I could be.
Tom turned 60 in July, but when we first met him in 1982, he was 19 years old and ready to let loose at a New York nightclub.
I love to dance. So I thought, what the heck, I need a vacation.
Yeah, even back then, Tom's idea of a vacation was just one night out. Determined to make it big in Hollywood, his work ethic would become legendary. His breakout role in Taps was just the first step in laying the groundwork for his 40-plus year career.
I like to be close to my films when they're being made. Seeing the transitions that the film's going through, I mean, it's important for me, you know, to watch that, to see that, to learn.
When I was doing Taps, I went to every department and just studied what each department did.
Really?
You know? Yeah, just to see how a film is put together and how stories are put together. I remember laying in bed thinking, you know what?
This is so cool.
If I never get to make another one, at least I got to make one.
I finished Risky.
And before I made the movie, you know, dancing around the room singing songs while no one was in the house, of course.
We didn't quit, you quit!
I came here and I felt, you know, really guilty about everything that I had driving through this town. I went back to my hotel room and I sat there and I just like cried. And I realized that everything I have is privilege, and that, you know, I feel that one of the reasons, hopefully, you know, that God gave me what I have is that He realizes I'm not going to take advantage of the gifts.
By 1985, Tom was making all the right moves to become the top gun that he is today, a 3-time Oscar nominee worth a reported $600 million. And we were with him every step of the way.
Right now I'm getting involved, over the past couple of years, more involvement in the overall process of film in terms of developing the script. It's all been very calculated. I mean, I really take my time in choosing the films that I do and the people who I get involved with. And the great thing about success is that I have the freedom in the room to do that, and I'm really taking advantage of that. I mean, I researched this role for 2 months before I decided to do it, you know, and I feel very thankful for that luxury and that success.
I'm having nightmares that no one would show up except for my parents and my girlfriend. But, so I want to thank you all very much.
How do you keep from becoming cocky?
Life is a humbling experience. I don't know how else to say it.
You want me to stop, or you want to give me any signal? Don't grab my arm.
The handprints are now in.
I wasn't sure if anyone was going to show up.
It's a sexy thing being a vampire.
Tom also proved 2 leading men can be better than one when he shared the screen with Brad Pitt in Interview with the Vampire.
I watched this guy, and he was fire. He was just fire. You know, he took his stuff and he took it to another level. He took another direction. I think that's fantastic.
In London, I rented a go-kart track, and we invited everyone, and Brad and everybody came. We just drove around the track and just went nuts with these go-karts, and it was great.
After that, Tom took a bite out of producing his first movie in 1996, turning a 60s TV show into a billion-dollar franchise.
I thought, man, what we could do, you know, this great theme music, bum, bum, bana, and I just thought, man, I could just picture the trailer, you know, and the story. This has been a dream of mine. As a kid, you know, when I used to go to movies, it's, you know, now I'm making them and I'm producing them, and it is a real high.
And we were there when he got braces at age 40.
It's not that bad, actually. It's just to push these teeth out so that I can close my mouth.
That's helpful.
You know, I didn't realize that you could actually close your mouth all the way.
Plus, we learned things like Tom's a hopeless romantic.
I like relationships. I enjoy the complexity and the intimacy of that.
What's your idea of the perfect romantic night?
Definitely you know, candles come into play. You know, nice music, a beautiful walk under this moonlit night or sunset on the beach, down to a picnic. Those kind of things I really love.
Along the way, Mr. Cruise gave us some of the most iconic lines in movie history.
Portia, there is no substitute.
I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
You complete me. It's so amazing to me that when you do something and then to hear people say it back to you, you complete me. I feel the need for speed. I've had a lot of guys have used that.
When you first came into the business, you gave yourself 10 years to make it.
I think I've done all right.
I just love making movies. I love what I do.
I can't believe where I've come from in the past since the beginning. I mean, when I started out, I knew nothing about really acting, or I just wanted to be an actor. In looking back, I kind of go, wow, I've done well.
There's that point where you go, that dream. I remember when I was doing taps, I always dreamed if I could just do this the rest of my life. I want to make movies my whole life, and now it's happening. And now to have spent, the greater portion of my life doing this, it's really rewarding.
That's what I'm talking about.